You awaken slowly in the soft morning light filtering through the tall linen curtains of your chambers in the royal palace of Alexandria. The air is warm, but carries the faint, crisp scent of the Mediterranean morning. Your eyes adjust to the room, noticing the intricate patterns woven into the silk sheets, the delicate carvings on the wooden furniture, and the subtle gleam of gold and bronze reflecting faintly from the ornaments scattered across the floor. Servants move quietly through the corridors outside, carrying trays with fresh figs, dates, and honeyed bread, and you can hear the gentle clatter of ceramic vessels being placed carefully on marble surfaces. You rise from your bed slowly, feeling the smooth touch of the linen against your skin, the coolness of the marble floor beneath your feet, and the soft murmur of voices in the distance. Today is like no other, and yet it follows a rhythm that has been repeated for years. The preparation, the audience, the careful balance of politics and ceremony, and the private moments of reflection that only you, Cleopatra, ever truly know. Your hair is attended to first, carefully brushed, braided in delicate patterns, small beads and gold threads woven in with deliberate precision by your handmaidens who move around you like shadows, silent but attentive. Your reflection in the polished bronze mirror reveals eyes that have seen the Nile at sunrise, that have gazed across the sea, at distant lands that have considered treaties and alliances in silence, while keeping the expression of calm on your face. You dress in soft flowing garments dyed with the richest indigo and accented with faint threads of gold that catch the morning light as you move. Each piece is chosen with care, not only for beauty, but for the subtle messages it conveys to those who will see you today. Breakfast is a quiet affair, a selection of fruits, honeyed pastries, and cool water flavored lightly with pomegranate seeds. You eat slowly, appreciating the textures and tastes, allowing each bite to linger. Outside the window, the courtyard is alive with subtle motion, gardeners moving with measured steps, birds calling softly to one another, and the distant glint of sunlight on the Nile. After breakfast, you are escorted to the audience hall. The walls are lined with tall columns and painted with scenes of battles, harvests, and divine favor. The air is filled with the faint scent of incense, a mixture of myrrh and frankincense, curling upward in delicate spirals. Courtiers, ambassadors, and scholars approach, bowing or kneeling with perfect grace, waiting for your word, your gesture, your glance. You listen more than you speak, allowing the rhythm of the hall, the subtle shifts in tone, and the small motions of those present to inform you. Some seek advice, some seek favor, others observe silently, hoping to understand your intentions without revealing their own. Each interaction is deliberate, measured, and conducted with a gentle calm, the kind that leaves no one rushed, no one uneasy. Hours pass in this serene yet demanding routine. You walk slowly among the columns, letting your hands brush lightly over the carved stone, feeling the grooves and indentations, the history embedded in every detail. A messenger arrives with news from Rome, and you consider it quietly, reading the meaning between the words, the pauses, the phrasing. Your response is soft but firm, a simple phrase or gesture that communicates volumes without raising your voice. By mid-afternoon, you retire to a private terrace overlooking the Nile. The river flows lazily, its surface glittering in the late sun, carrying boats and small vessels that move as if in a quiet dance. You sit and watch, letting the calm of the river settle your mind. Nearby, musicians play softly, lyres and flutes, creating melodies that drift through the air, delicate and slow, encouraging the body to relax and the mind to follow. The warmth of the sun and the gentle hum of music combine to create a sensation of weightlessness, a serene suspension from the demands of the palace. You sip cool water flavored with mint, enjoying the sensation of liquid sliding down your throat, grounding you in the present moment. In this quiet, you reflect on your life, the alliances, the challenges, the triumphs, and losses, all filtered through the calm observation of someone who has learned the art of patience, of perception, and of subtle influence. The afternoon fades into early evening, and the sky over Alexandria shifts to soft pastels of pink, orange, and violet. You move slowly back through the corridors, noting the changing light, the shadows stretching along the columns, and the soft steps of servants attending to evening tasks. Dinner is similarly gentle, a carefully selected assortment of bread, roasted vegetables, and fish caught fresh from the Nile, flavored with delicate herbs. Conversation is quiet, often reflective, allowing each person present to move through thoughts without interruption or rush. As night falls, you retreat to your private chambers once more. The torches are lit along the corridors, their flickering light creating gentle patterns on the walls, and the night air cools, carrying the distant sound of waves lapping against the shore. You lie on your bed again, surrounded by soft silk, and allow your thoughts to wander without urgency. Outside, Alexandria sleeps quietly, the hum of the city replaced by the gentle sigh of the river, the occasional distant call of an animal, and the whispers of wind across the stone structures. Your eyes grow heavy as the calm night envelops you, and your body follows, surrendering to rest. The palace, the river, the city, and the gentle rhythm of your life all converge into a single sensation of weightless serenity, and for hours you sleep deeply, safely, and peacefully, surrounded by the quiet grandeur and timeless calm that only a day in the life of Cleopatra can bring. The night deepens slowly, the sky turning a darker shade of indigo as the last traces of sunlight fade behind the horizon. You remain in your chambers for a while longer, seated at the small writing desk near the window, letting your thoughts drift freely, unburdened by obligations. The ink flows steadily onto the papyrus, each stroke deliberate, precise, and calm, as if the very act of writing brings a gentle rhythm to the day. Outside, the soft lapping of the Nile against the riverbank continues, a constant, soothing presence that fills the quiet spaces of the palace. Occasionally, the sound of a distant flute or the faint murmur of servants moving in adjacent halls punctuates the night, gentle and unobtrusive, creating a slow cadence that encourages the body and mind to ease into relaxation. After completing your notes, you rise and walk slowly to the balcony that overlooks the palace gardens, letting your hands lightly graze the smooth stone balustrade. The scent of night-blooming flowers drifts up from below, delicate and calming, mingling with the faint aroma of the river. The gardens, empty now, except for a few nocturnal creatures, seem to breathe in harmony with the palace itself. You pause, listening to the distant coo of a dove, the rustle of leaves in the breeze, and the occasional ripple of water from the fountains. The world is calm, ordered, and soft. It is in this quiet that your thoughts wander freely, reflecting on decisions made, conversations held, and the subtle intricacies of alliances and loyalties. Nothing demands haste here. Everything exists in a gentle, unhurried rhythm. As the night grows deeper, you return to the bed, drawing the silk covers around yourself and sinking into their softness. The room feels cooler now, yet comforting, as if the walls themselves exhale a gentle warmth, a presence that assures safety and rest. You close your eyes and allow the mind to drift, imagining the flow of the Nile as it curves lazily through the land, carrying boats and fishermen, merchants and travelers, all moving in calm, silent harmony with the world around them. Your breathing slows further, matching the rhythm of the water, the wind, and the soft pulse of life in the palace. In this state, even the palace itself seems to relax, the torch's flames swaying slightly, casting gentle moving shadows that dance quietly along the walls. The servants who remain are as soft and unobtrusive as ever, their footsteps muffled and rhythmic, a natural lullaby to accompany your descent into sleep. The distant sounds of the city have faded completely, leaving only the soft hum of the Nile, the whispering of leaves, and the faint echo of the palace settling into the night. In these moments, time loses all meaning. Each heartbeat, each breath, each subtle shift of the silk sheets beneath you becomes a meditation in calmness. You imagine walking slowly along the terraces of the palace, the moonlight brushing against your face, the gentle wind teasing at the edges of your garments. Each step is unhurried, each motion deliberate, each thought quiet and calm. You observe the river reflecting the pale moon, boats moving lazily along its surface, the distant call of nocturnal animals adding to the symphony of stillness that surrounds you. Slowly, almost imperceptibly, you feel your body sinking deeper into the bed, the silk wrapping you like a gentle tide, carrying you farther from wakefulness and closer to a state of dreamless calm. The palace, the river, the gardens, and the city continue in harmony, orchestrated in perfect tranquility to cradle you through the night. Your mind drifts to the faces of those who have served, loved, and advised you, recalling them not in urgency, but in gentle reflection. Each memory is soft-edged, distant, yet present enough to create a sense of connection and comfort. Your eyelids grow heavier, the sounds of the palace become softer, more muffled, until they blend with the rhythm of your heartbeat. The Nile continues to flow, the trees continue to sway, and the night remains infinite, uninterrupted, and calm. Slowly, the final awareness of the day, the last obligations and responsibilities fade entirely. You are left only with the warmth of the bed, the softness of the silk, the gentle presence of the night, and the certainty that all is safe, all is calm, all is as it should be. And as the hours pass, the body, the mind, and the spirit rest in perfect unison, carried on the quiet currents of time and history, enveloped in the serene, timeless embrace of a day in the life of Cleopatra, where every movement, every thought, and every breath leads seamlessly into deep, restorative, and undisturbed sleep.